Is Santa Barbara heading for a housing crash, or is that just noise? In today's video, I will give you the numbers, not just the hype, so you can decide for yourself. I'm breaking down prices, demand, and inventory so you can really get a full understanding of what's happening in our hyperlocal housing market. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. If this is your first time on the channel, my name is Avi Becker, and for the past 8 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell real estate right here in Santa Barbara and the surrounding neighborhoods. And a lot of people just like you reach out to me from YouTube, whether they're thinking about taking their first trip to Santa Barbara, whether they're thinking about moving here with their family. I love helping people learn more about this amazing community on YouTube. And without further ado, let's get into the housing market data. So we're wrapping up the summer here. It is 2025, and here's where the data currently stands. Median price for a single family home here in Santa Barbara, South County, is light over $1.8 million. This is per Zillow statistics, and I'm using Zillow stats because they are the most trafficked used website for people buying houses. Median price for a condo is right above $1 million, so that's where our prices lie. One thing that's interesting is right now our median days until pending is 19 days. That means how long it takes for a property to hit the market until it has an accepted offer. In years like 2021, 22, we were seeing properties going pending in a week. But in a healthy traditional market across the United States, the average days till pending is usually a month or more. So Santa Barbara still has a higher demand and homes sell faster than in other markets across the United States. Another interesting statistic is our month of inventory has gone up from slightly 2.2 to now 3.2. This means how many months it would take if no new homes came on the market for all the inventory to be swallowed up. Going from 2.2 to 3.2 months of inventory year over year shows that there is a lot more homes for sale on the market. One thing I've also found very interesting is 35% of the homes in Santa Barbara sold for over the list price in the previous quarter. 53% of the homes though sold for below the list price. That means some houses are getting multiple offers and selling for above, and a big chunk of the houses, over 53%, are selling for slightly below. During the COVID market, it seemed like everything was selling for over the list price, and what this means is that buyers are having a little bit of room to negotiate. Sellers have to be really realistic in their price. They're not going to be able to dictate any price they want and get it. I've experienced this personally in my own listings where we've had a handful of properties that have had to be price reduced, but that doesn't mean that the prices are coming down significantly overall. Let's talk about the micro markets. I live downtown in Santa Barbara in 93101, and for the past year, our home prices in 93101 have gone up 2.3%. And while that's a small little bump, it's much smaller than previous years. We're not experiencing a housing crash, but we're certainly experiencing a slowdown in the increase of the houses. The current average price for a property in downtown 93101 Santa Barbara is a little bit over $1.6 million, and that includes houses and condos. Neighborhoods like San Roque, 93105, and surrounding neighborhoods have reported a decrease in value. The ranges vary depending on what source you're looking at, but that just goes to show that Santa Barbara is full of micro markets. Not one market is the same to the next when you go from zip code to zip code. The lesson here is that Santa Barbara isn't just one market, it's micro markets that all kind of affect each other differently. Another interesting stat to follow is the sale price to list price ratio. And in Santa Barbara, this is still hovering above 99%. You take that stat by taking what a home sold for divided by what it listed for. It's showing that the houses that are going for over asking are dragging that number up. Even though 53% are selling for the below asking number, the below ask price is still lesser significance than the ones that are getting multiple offers and selling way above the list price. During the COVID number, that ratio was much higher. And even though you're still hearing some stories of properties selling for way above the list price, it's less common, and the price reductions we're seeing are in much more effect than they were in the markets of 21, 22, and 23. So the truth is, are we seeing a market crash like there was in 2008, where properties all across the country lost 20, 30, in some markets 50% of their average value? In my opinion, it's just a little bit of a correction, and this is due because interest rates have risen significantly and have now steadied out in the mid 6s to high 7s. That's causing unaffordability for a lot of buyers and creating less demand in the market. If interest rates come down, there'll be more buyers being able to jump back into the market and afford a house. But prices, even though that they haven't increased as significantly as they have in past years, are now kind of in that steady median. Like we talked about, the Santa Barbara downtown market up 2%, other certain micro markets slightly decreasing. We're seeing what I'm calling kind of a stagflation, a leveling out, and it's a needed correction because of the COVID market. Another important thing to consider about interest rates is it creates a lot of restrictiveness in terms of the supply of new houses that can come on the market. A lot of people want to move, they've outgrown their house, maybe they want to even downsize, but they just don't feel comfortable switching from a 3% interest rate to a 6% interest rate. If interest rates come down, that could unlock a whole new level of supply, which could then potentially balance out the market even more. So I know that's a lot of numbers and it might be a lot for you to swallow, but to wrap up and to answer the question, are we experiencing a housing crash in Santa Barbara? My direct answer is we are not. We're experiencing a slight correction and a stabilizing of the market. And it is definitely not the COVID market, and it is definitely not the 2008 crash, but we're experiencing some new correction. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you have other questions about Santa Barbara, if you want to see amazing homes that we've toured, if you want to learn about the best places to eat, my channel is a great resource for all of those things. I so appreciate a like and a subscribe. Helps me reach great new people as we continue to grow the channel together. As always, guys, thank you so much for commenting. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Make it a great day.